recent months, we've been contacted by a number of clients and prospects asking to come to Serbia. However, their main question is, do I require a visa in order to come to Serbia? And today we are going to touch on visas and coming into Serbia. Do you need one or do you not? Now, coming to Serbia, I can understand why people want to come here to set up businesses, purchase rental, the culture here, their business opportunities here. But you cannot come here if you require a visa, and this needs to be done in your own country before you come here. But there are also other countries that do allow you and have agreements with Serbia for your citizens to come to Serbia with visa-free travel for a certain time period throughout the year, and you can do this every year on the year. And here at Relocation Serbia, what we do is we help individuals that come to Serbia to buy property, to set up businesses, to find rental properties, to find bank accounts or open up bank accounts, and we even get them into the tourism side. So if they want to go have day trips or whatever it might be, we help them in that manner as well. Now, we also help people when it comes to getting their visa applications done here for temporary residency. But if you do not have an agreement with Serbia, or your country does not have an agreement with Serbia, this is something you're going to have to do within your own country before you come to Serbia, and we're going to get into those countries right off the bat. First, what I'd like to touch on is that countries and the areas that do not require visa-free travel, or that do not require visas in order to come to Serbia. Now, the citizens of the European countries in the EU member states, they do not require a visa in order to come to Serbia. Other non-EU countries such as United States, Canada, Australia, UK, they can also enter Serbia without having a visa before they come here, and they can stay up to 90 days in Serbia out of a total period of 180 days without having a visa coming to Serbia. Now, if you do come to Serbia on visa-free travel, you are still required to, when you come into Serbia in the first 24 hours, to obtain your white paper or beli karton from the nearest police station where you are residing at. And if you have not seen the video on that topic, you might want to check that out. Is one of the very first videos I've done on this channel. Now, and if your country does not have a bilateral agreement, there are many countries such as the African, Asian, and Latin American countries that require visas before you come to Serbia because they do not have a visa-free agreement with Serbia. And I'm going to give you the top 10 countries that we see the most people inquiring about coming to Serbia and if they need a visa or not. So if I mention these following 10 countries, you do require a visa in order to come to Serbia before you get to Serbia, not when you get to Serbia. So that's going to be a very important thing to note, is make sure you get this done before you even buy that plane ticket in order to come to Serbia, or you're going to be denied at the airport or whatever way you're coming into Serbia. It could be at the border. Who knows how people are coming into Serbia. But before you come here, it's important to get this done beforehand. And the countries are, number 1 is India, 2 is China, 3 is Pakistan, 4 is Nigeria, 5 is Ghana, 6 is Bangladesh, 7 is Egypt, 8 is Algeria, 9 is Iran, and 10 is Iraq. Now, the easiest way to get a visa or temporary residency into Serbia is to find some sort of work program here in Serbia, a company that will hire you and get you your visa in order to come to Serbia. The other options are to set up a business here in Serbia so that you can get your temporary residency and eventually turn it into permanent residency. But if you're coming from these member countries here that I just mentioned, the top 10, you will need to have that visa in place either through a work permit or other means. And then when you get here to set up a company or a LLC or whatever it might be, purchasing property, however you look to do it. But if you are one of those countries that do not require a visa and are able to come into Serbia visa free, you have 90 days. And if your goal is to stay in Serbia for longer than 90 days, we can set up within that 90 days a entrepreneurship business, an LLC. We can help you purchase an apartment, look at rent real estate property, help you open up a bank account in order for you to stay here beyond that 90 days. We can help you file that paperwork with the police in order to get that application approved, because there is a huge waiting period here because of the influx of people coming into Serbia and obtaining residency, including countries such as Russia and Ukraine, due to what's going on over there at their borders. Now, if you are a tourist looking to come to Serbia and you're not quite sure as to if you want to stay in Serbia or if you want to buy property, or if this is the right country for you, and you're just simply looking to tour around a little bit but are still unsure as to how to do that, we also help individuals that are looking for tour guides, for opportunities where to stay, car rentals, trips around Serbia. We help facilitate that as well. And we are actually coming into a partnership with a travel agency here in Serbia that will accommodate all that. But we are able to also facilitate that, and we will shortly be releasing a relocation guide for anyone coming to stay or to visit in Serbia. And so what you'll have is all the list of contacts you need when it comes to where to book a car, where to find a rental, places to go visit, doctors to go visit, private hospitals, because healthcare is something you're going to want to have when you come into Serbia, where to go get private healthcare insurance, where to find people in your niche. So if you're coming from the UK and you want to find people from the UK, you might want to stay in Belgrade because that is a huge expat community. If you're looking to hang out with Russians, Ukrainians, or anyone else from Canada and United States, Novi Sad is a good idea as well for that nature as well. It's a little bit cheaper than Belgrade, but it also is a little further from Belgrade and not as happening as Belgrade. But there's nothing wrong with Novi Sad, and we help people facilitate this in both those cities. But keep a lookout for the relocation guides. Should be coming out in the next month or so. And if you're watching this video in the future, check the description below. I will be adding a link to our relocation guide so that you guys can purchase it and have every little bit of information that you might need in order to tour, visit, and operate within Serbia. What are the legalities? How do you obtain the white paper? Where do you have to go? And it'll make the process of coming into Serbia and just, touring around, looking for opportunities within Serbia that much easier. I hope you got some value out of this video, and I hope to see you on the next one.